Hi everyone. In today's challenge, we are going to solve this problem. The problem name is search in rotated sorted array part 2 and the problem number is 81. Alright guys, so first of all what we are going to do? We are going to clearly understand the problem statement first of all. We will understand the problem statement. After understanding the problem statement, then we will move to the logic part. And in the logic part, we are going to see how we can solve this problem. What is the logic we are going to use to solve this problem? So after understanding the logic part, then we will move to the implementation part. And in the implementation part, we are going to implement our logic in Python, C++, Java, and JavaScript programming language. Fine, guys. And guys, if you want to have a look on the solution, which I'm going to write in this video for Python, C++, Java, and JavaScript programming language, I will share the link in the description. You can go through that particular link and you can find all the solution there, right? Fine, guys. Now let's see what this problem says. So let's understand the problem statement first of all. So problem says there is an integer array nums sorted in non-decreasing order, not necessarily with the distinct values, right? So guys, first of all, one input is given, that is nothing we can say array, right? So we are given first input, that is an integer array, right? Fine. Second input, first of all, this array is also, they are saying that this is sorted in non-decreasing order, not necessarily with the distinct value, right? So now this array, whatever the array we are going to have, this is always going to be in sorted order, right? Fine. And they will not have there is no guarantee that this will have distinct value. This may have a repetitive value as well, right? Fine. So we can say this could be the our array, right? Now before being passed to your function, before giving to us this array, actually nums is rotated at an unknown pivot index k. So what this mean, guys, let's just give us some index. I mean 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So these are our index of this array. Now we can pick any index here between the range of 0 to 7, right? 0 to 7 we can pick any index, right? So let's say I am picking this 3 index, right? So what does this mean? This array is rotated from this at third index. How does, you can see, such that the resulting array is nums of k plus 1 k shown up to, we can say, end of that, after that n minus 1 0 0 0 0 and 1, right? So let me show you how this make sense. So let's say I am rotating at the third index, right? So k is my third, so I have to start from here. So I'm going to say 4 5 5 6 6. So this is my whole complete array after this k index, right? And the rest of the indexes are going to append now here 1 2 and 3. So now this is going to be my actual array after rotating at the third index. I hope it makes sense, right? So just we have rotated the our array at a third index. Now all the values which are after, we can say after the third index will going to come at the front. You can see this much, and after that whatever the value present at the from 0 to k minus 1 index will going to come at the end, right? 1 2 and 3. I hope it makes sense. And they have also given example 0 1 2 4 4 4 5 6 6 7. They have rotated at the index of 5, means nothing but 0 1 2 3 4 5 at a fourth index. So all these values are going to come first, which are nothing but after the fourth index, including 4 as well after 4 index, and all the values from 0 to 3 is going to come later, right? You can see this much. I will not 4 index, 5 index, right? 0 to 5 4, right? Fine, it makes sense, right? Now what we have to do, we have to given the array. Now we are given this array. Now this array actually given to us, right? Now we are given this array, not above array, right? We are given after rotated array, given the array after the rotation and an integer target. So you can see, guys, we have one more input, that is nothing but target, right? So let right have one more input, that is nothing but target, right? Fine. So given the array and the after rotation and integer target, return true if target is in nums or false if it is not in. Now guys, it makes sense, right? Just simple question. You have to return true when you find your target is present in your nums array, this particular array, rotated array. If you could not able to find your target, so what you are going to return? Definitely false, right? Fine, it makes sense, right? You must decrease the overall operation step as much as possible, right? So let's think about this, whether we can reduce it. No. See, guys, first of all, let me tell you, this is part, right? If you have understood the first part, then it is a very easy problem. No need to change anything, just one line. Not hardly one line, I will say hardly two line, not more than two line. You have to change if you have understood the first part. But it is second part. But don't worry, I'm gonna tell you here from the starting from the scratch. But I have also make a video on the first part as well. If you wanted to go, you can go. But there's no like everything I'm gonna teach here as well. So it's your choice, right? But you will understand everything from here as well, right? So in the example one, let's see. In the example one, we have 2 5 6 0 0 1 2, right? So we are target 0, it is present, so we are going to return true. Target 3 is not present, it is not present, so we are going to return false, right? This is a simple example, no need to understand any logic here, right? So we are just checking whether it is present or not. If present, true, otherwise false, right? Now constraint also we don't need to like see much on here. So we can see, guys, num stand is 5000. If you do a linear search as well, it will gonna pass it, right? And nums of I could be negative. Remember, nums of I could be negative. Fine, nums is guaranteed to be a pivot, means it will definitely going to be rotated. and target also could be in between of we can say 10 raised to minus 4 to 4, right? It could be also negative, right? Simple thing, guys. No need to worry about constraint here. And see here also they mentioned this problem is similar to search in rotated binary search array, but nums may contain duplicate. Would this affect the runtime complexity? How and why? Right? Simple thing. Means it is totally depend on the first part as well, right? But don't worry, we are gonna see from the scratch. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say let's understand the logic part now, because we have already understood the problem statement, right? We know we are given one array, we are given one integer. If that integer is present in our array, then we have to return true, otherwise return false. But the we can say twist part is here is nothing but the array is in a rotated order, right? Fine. Now let's see whether we can how we can solve this problem, right? So let's see the logic. Simple thing, guys. First of all, I'm gonna write this nums array, right? This nums array having 2, 5, 6, 0, 0, 1 and 2. So this is nothing but our nums array, right? Fine. So now what we are going to do, we are going to find whether it is present or not, right? Let's for now assume that 0 is not there, right? Only 1. So now it is the first part of the problem, right? So what we actually used to do, we have low here, we have high here, right? It makes sense, right? Low is here, high is here, right? So what we have to do now, we need to just find out a mid, right? We need to just find out a mid. So mid is going to be what? Mid is going to be left plus height divided by 2, right? So left is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 0 plus 5 divided by 2 is nothing but we can say 2, right? So mid is going to become at here because we are taking this value, right? Now what we need to do, we need to find which part is order. See guys, there could be only two conditions, right? Either first part is order, which is nothing but left to mid, or second part is order, which is nothing but we can say mid to high. So here you can see which part is order. Just focus over it. If we'll focus here, left to mid is order. We can say left to mid part is order, right? Why? Because we can say this is increasing order, right? But if you focus on the mid to high part, you can see first is 6, then it will become 0. That means it should be in decreasing order, but no, it is also not in decreasing order. Then 1. So this you can see there is no any relation, right? 6, 0, 1, 2. Can you find any relation? There is no relation, right? 6, 0, 1, 2 are not either in increasing nor in decreasing. So this is not in order, but first part is order. So we can simply check one condition here, guys. If low is less than mid, if low is less than mid, then we can say our first part is order, otherwise second part is order. Simple, clear, right? Now we have our target, which is nothing but 0, right? Target is 0. We haven't mentioned this. Main important part is this only, right? Target is 0, right? Now what we need to do, we need to check if our first part is order. So we are going to check first of all, is target like in this particular thing or not, right? If target lie in this particular 2 to 6 or not, right? Because now we know first part is order, so we are just going to check in this part only, right? So 2 to 6 it is order, right? Means it is always going to be sorted order. So if our low is we can say smaller than target and mid is we can say greater than the target, then definitely it will be in this range 2, 5 and 6, right? But if it is not the case, then we have to move to the right side, right? So you can see guys, 2, 5, 6 target is not lying here, right? So we can say fine. So we're not gonna move to this part. We're gonna move to this side, right? So we're gonna say move to the right side. See, I'm just making you confused. First thing is that we have to check. First condition, which part is order, right? Which part is ordered? Once you find which part is ordered, second thing what you have to do, you have to check in that part whether now you have your part, right? So here in the first case, I have left part which is in order, right? I'm gonna say if target is present in so ordered part. If it is present, so move to that order path, otherwise move to the second path, right? Second part. Let me show you what. If let's say if our this we can say if it is present, target is present in the first part, in first part, so we are going to move to the left side. So move left side. Otherwise, if it is not present, so move to the right side. Move right. I hope it makes sense. So here you can see same thing is happening. Target is not present in this part, right? But it is order, but it's not present. So where we are going to move? We are going to move to the right side. So our low is going to be nothing but mid plus 1, which is nothing but pointing to here now, right? Now here, if you're gonna find low plus high divided by 2, what you will get? 5 plus 3 divided by 4. You will get this mid, right? Now which part is order? You can see here both part is order, but as we are checking the first condition, if low is less than mid is equal to mid, so we can say yeah, low is less than equal to mid, so we can say first part is order, right? So first part is order. So what we are going to do? We are going to say fine. Check whether our mid is present in this first part or not. Yes, it is present. You can see 0 to 1. Mid is present, right? Mid is present. So high is going to be nothing but mid minus 1, which is nothing but here only. So now both are here, low and high here, 3. So mid is also going to be here only. And you can see 0 is equal to 0. Target is matching. So we are going to say return true, right? Here we don't need to return index, but return true. But in the first problem, we have to return the index. So we are going to return 3, right? So this was just a first problem, right? Not a second part included. There is no second part means no, we are not understanding this particular logic, but we are understanding the first part logic, right? So we have understood how we are going to check if there is no duplicate, right? But let's say now I'm going to include a 0. So how now we are going to handle? We are going to do the same thing, guys. We are not going to change anything of this. But before that, just we need to check. Before checking which part is ordered, before checking whether it is present in our ordered part, so move to that ordered part, otherwise move to the left part. Before doing all this stuff, what we need to do, we need to check just if the we are having, let's say, I'm having here, you can see, guys, here this is the condition. Let's say this is low is here and high is here, right? If this is the condition, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to say fine. Before checking a mid, before even finding a mid, just check if low is same then next of the low. If low is equal to this, so move low here, right? Just move low here, right? If there could be one more 0, then again it's going to check, it's going to move here. So that means simple thing, right? Just we are avoiding duplicate thing, right? If we are finding anything in duplicate, so just let me enter this part. If I'm finding anything duplicate over here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move ahead. So let me just show you, give an example here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say, let's come here, 2 4 6 8 and 8, let's say 8 as well, and this is going to make a sense, right? So we have this array, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say, and let's make it 2 as well, right? So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to say fine, I have this low, I have this high, right? I'm going to find a mid. So you can see this is nothing but 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, 7th length of array, 6 indexes. So 0 plus 6 divided by 2 is nothing but, we can say, 3. So it's going to be mid here. But before finding this mid, what I'm going to do, I'm going to say don't worry about this. Our mid is going to be, we will find a mid later. First of all, check whether low is equal to the next of the element. 2 is equal to 2. So why we are taking a low here? We can take a low here, right? Whether high is less than 2, is equal to the previous one, right? High 8 is equal to 8. So why we are taking higher? We can take higher, but still there is one more element previous to it which is having the same value. So take higher. So we are just avoiding a duplicate. Now we are going to find a mid. So which is going to be nothing but 1 plus 4 divided by 2, which is nothing but 2 only. This is 2, right? This is going to be our mid, right? And we'll keep processing all these things, right? So just simple chain. We are just checking whether now we have duplicate value or not. If we have duplicate value, before finding a mid, just change your low and high. Same thing, nothing else. So I hope guys you understood the problem. Now I just suggest one thing, guys, because I could not explain this to example logically, but I hope you can understand by yourself. Just try to see by this part which I have told you. If you have duplicate value, keep going. Otherwise, don't keep going. Right. So fine. I hope you can make you can draw this particular logic, right, in your copy, pen, or anything elsewhere. Right. Fine. So we have seen the logic part, right? Now let's move to the implementation part. Let's implement this logic, and really you will have a really lot of fun here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply say, first of all, use a binary search. For binary search, we need a low and high, right? So low we can take initially 0. It makes sense, right? But as we have seen a condition that nums of length is always be greater than equal to 1, right? So if it is always greater than equal to 1, then we can say high should be length of nums minus 1, right? We can do like this because we are sure that at least there going to be at least one element, right? And target is always going to be in there. If it is not, we are going to return false, right? Fine. So we are going to say while low is less than equal to 5. Now use a binary search. See, first of all, I'm going to implement the previous problem, then I will update it so that you can have better understanding. So what I'm going to say, I'm going to say first of all, find a mid. Mid is going to be nothing but low plus high divided by 2. Fine, we found a mid. Now once we found a mid, we are going to check if it is in. First of all, check whether which part is order, left low to mid or mid to high. Which part is order? So we can say if our mid, we can say if low nums of low is less than equal to mid, less than equal to nums of mid. That means first part is order. Fine. So if first part is order, so what we are going to do? We are going to find. We can say check whether your target is in first part or no, right? So we can say if nums of we can say our low is smaller than or equal to your target, and nums of your mid is greater than equal to your target, right? Fine. So if it is the case, that means your target is present in your first part, right? So we can simply say fine. If it is present in my first part, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to say cool. So nums of I can say just move to the left side, right? So for moving to the left side, I can say high is equal to mid minus 1. Fine. Else what we can say, we can say simply move to the right side, right? So high low is going to be mid plus 1. So if we could not find our target in the first part, so where we are going to move to the right side, right? Move to the second part, fine. But if it is not the case, if first part is not order, second part is order, then what we are going to do, we are going to find if nums of check whether our second part we have a target our in second part or no, right? If nums of here we can say mid is get less than target, less than equal to target, and nums of high is greater than equal to our target, right? So we can find if second part we have a target in second part, so move to the second part. How we can move? We can move low is equal to mid plus 1, else we can say high is equal to mid minus 1. Fine. And we can say after that we can say at the end return false, and here also we can say return true if mid is equal to target, right? If our nums of mid is equal to target, so return true. Fine, this makes sense, right? So let's see whether it's working. I don't know, it will not work, right? Because we have duplicate. But for now, let's see. So this is the first level problem. Now we are going to change it. Finally, it's working, but it's not a right problem, right? Because it can have duplicate. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say before calculating a mid, right? Before calculating a mid, just simple change one thing: while low is less than, while low is less than equal to not equal to low is less than high, and nums of low, I told you nums of low is equal to nums of low plus 1. If it is equal to same, then what you are going to do, you are going to say simply low plus equal to 1. But one more thing, while low is less than high and nums of high is equal to nums of high minus 1, then also you have to decrement your high, right? Just simple thing, nothing else. Let's see now it's working fine or not. It should work, right? Let's see. You can see both the test case passed. Let's try to submit this code. It is an easy problem, right? Let's see whether it's getting submitted or not. And it's taking time, but you can see finally guys it's code submitted, right? So we have successfully implemented with Python. Now let's move to the next programming language, which is nothing but we can say C++. Let's quickly do because my battery is draining. Okay, so fine, let's quickly do now, which is 0 int high, which is nothing but we can say nums dot size, let nums dot size minus 1, right? Fine, let's quickly do while low is less than equal to high. We can find a mid finding. We can use int mid, low plus high divided by 2. So we can do like this, but before that what we are going to do, we are going to say find while our low is less than high. So we are going to check. Let me just do this thing and let me go here. Low is less than high and nums of low is equal to nums of low plus 1, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to simply say find its cool. We are going to just simply, let me don't do this as well. We can simply say low plus plus, right? Same thing here, while we can say low is less than high and nums of high is going to be nums of high minus 1, then we are going to say high minus minus, right? If we are getting a similar high, then we don't need to take this one, we can move previous, right? Fine, once we done this thing, once we remove duplicate value at low and high level, so what we are going to do, we are going to say find a mid. We find a mid. Now once we found a mid, we are going to check if mid is in nums of mid, nums of not mid, nums of low. Nums of low is less than equal to nums of mid, that means it is in first part, right? So if it is first part, so what we are going to do, we are going to find if it is in the first part, we can say check whether our target is also present in first part or not. Now we just know our first part is ordered, right? Now we have to check is target is also in first part or not. If nums of low, we can say nums of low, right? Nums of low is less than equal to target and nums of mid is greater than equal to target. So if it is the case, that means it is present in the first part. So we are going to simply say low is move to the first part. So how we can move? We can move high is equal to mid minus 1, as low is equal to mid plus 1. Same thing here. Else means our second part is ordered now. If first part is not ordered, second is ordered. So we are going to check if target is present in second part or not. If nums of mid is less than equal to target and nums of high is greater than equal to target. So we can say our second, we have target in our second part. So move to the second part. We can move like low is equal to mid plus 1. And after that we can say else high is equal to mid minus 1. At the end we can simply return false, but we haven't checked here, right? We have to check as well after finding a mid if our nums of mid is equal to target. So we can simply say return true, right? Let's see whether it's working fine or not. I hope guys it should work, right? Let's see. You can see guys both the test case passed, so let's try to submit this code as well, and I believe it was gonna submit it. Let's see. You can see guys it successfully got accepted. Now let's move to the next programming language, which is nothing but Java. Alright, so let's see whether how we can solve this problem with Java or not. So int low is 0 and high is equal to nothing but we can say nums dot length minus 1, while low is less than equal to high, right? Now once we're done, we are going to use a while loop while our low is less than high and nums of low is equal to nums of low plus 1. If it is the case, then we are going to do what? We are going to say low plus plus, while same thing, while low is less than high and nums of high is equal to nums of high minus 1. So what we are going to do, we are going to say high minus 1 is, once we remove duplicate value at the low and high level, so what we are going to do, we are going to say find, now find a mid int low plus, let me let it low plus high divided by 1, not 1 divided by 2. We can use a bitwise operator here. Once we divided by 2, then what we are going to do, we are going to say find if our nums of low is less than equal to nums of mid. That means nothing but we are in first part is order, right? So we know first part is order, so we are going to check if a target is present in first part or not, right? So we can say if nums of low is less than equal to target, and we can say let me write and nums of mid is greater than equal to target. So that means nothing but we have our target in the first part only. So we can say move to the first part. So high should be mid minus one. But if it is not the case, low should be mid plus one. Move to the second part. Fine. Else part, that means first part is not order, second part is order. If second part is order, so we are going to check if target is in second part or not. If nums of mid is less than equal to target and nums of high is greater than equal to target, that means nothing but our second part is order and second part also have that target value, right? In second part, so we are going to say move to the second part. So we can say low is equal to mid plus one. And if it is not the case, then we are going to say it is present in our left part. So move to the high is equal to mid minus, move to the left side. Fine. So once this is done, then what we are going to do? We are going to say at the end return false, and before that we have to check here after calculating a mid whether if this is mid is equal to our target or not, right? So if nums of mid is equal to our target, that means return directly true. Fine. Now let's see whether this we can find or not. So I hope it should work. Let's see. It's taking a time, right? So we have done something wrong here. So you can see guys, both the SKS pass related to submit this code. I don't think we should have any error. Let's see. Still, I have really fear of Java and JavaScript. But you can see guys, it successfully got accepted, right? So you can see it successfully got accepted, but I don't know why it's taking a time. Fine. Now let's move to the JavaScript programming language. So in JavaScript, what we are going to do? So it's taking a time, right? In JavaScript, first of all, we are going to find low, which initially 0, that high, which initially nums dot length minus 1, right? JavaScript is really easy, but let's see. While low is less than equal to high. So what we are going to do? We are going to find, first of all, remove duplicate value at the low and high level, right? So while low is less than high and nums of low is, is equal to nums of high minus, not low plus 1, right? What I'm doing, I don't know. Fine. So we can say low plus plus, right? And at the high level as well, while low is less than high and nums of high is equal to nums of high minus 1, right? Then what we are going to do? We are going to say high minus minus. And once this is done, then what we are going to do? We are going to find, now use a find a mid. So we can select mid is nothing but low plus high divided by 2. Now we are going to find it is the cool check whether if nums of mid is equal to target or not. If it is equal to target, I will return true here. Fine. But if it is not, then check whether it is present in left side or right side. So first of all, check which part is order, right? Nums of low is less than equal to nums of mid. That means nothing but first part is order. Fine. So what I can say fine. And here we can say fine. So if first part is order, check first of all our target is in first part or not, right? If nums of mid, not mid, we can say directly low, right? What is happening? If nums of low is less than equal to nums of our target, and what second condition, if nums of our mid is greater than equal to our target. So which means nothing but our target is present in the first part, right? If target is present in the first part, so we are going to say move to the left side, move to the first part, right? So from first part we can say I should be equal to mid minus 1. Else we can say low is equal to mid plus 1, which means that we move to the second part, right side. Fine. Else we can say else means nothing but first part is not order, second part is order. So check first of all your target is present in second part or not. If nums of mid is less than equal to target and nums of high is greater than equal to target, that means nothing but your target is present in the second part. If it is so, move to the second part. Second part is nothing but we can say right side. So low is going to be mid plus 1. But if it is not the case, that means it is present in the left side, first part left side. So else high is equal to mid minus 1. So if we come to the condition where low is not less than equal to high, so we can say return false. After this file, so we can say return false. Now let's see whether this working fine or not. And I hope guys it should work. Let's see. It's taking a time. Heartbeat is really pumping it. Alright, so let's see. I don't know why it's taking this much time, but it should not take, right? Let's check whether internet is working or not. Internet speed. Yeah, you can see internet is loading, still loading, right? So I think I should change internet network. Just give me a second. I'm really sorry for this, guys. Okay, so just, but for now, just you can keep this in mind that this is the right solution. I think connected, but it's not working, right? I don't know why it's happening with me, right? All right, so now let's see. It should work, right? Let's see. You can see, guys, both the task is passed. So let it to submit this code. So I hope it should submit it as well. And you can see, guys, it also got submitted, right? So we have done with the submission with the JavaScript as well. So we have done with the Python, C++, Java, and JavaScript, right? Fine. So now, guys, I hope you understood the implementation part. If you have any kind of doubt in the problem understanding part, logic part, implementation part, you can write in the directly in the comment section, right? I'm always there to help you. And if you have learned something new in this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Meet you in the next video.